Hi guys, this April we're going to be looking at some ways that you can make use of your magic circle or the Pilates circle. So the one that I have here has obviously got the handles on both sides, which is useful because as we go through the movements you'll see that sometimes we need to put the hand or the leg on either side, so just depends what kind of circle you have. And I'm going to again just show you 3 simple series of how to use the circle in some different positions. So we're going to be starting off here thinking about our upper body. So in standing, we're going to take the circle out in front of you, keep the width through the front of the chest, and we're going to start off just to activate by doing some little squeezes. So focusing here on our upper body positioning, so thinking about those shoulder blades just melting down the back and keeping nice and long through the neck. And we're just squeezing. So we should be feeling that maybe in the pecs and through the arms. So nice little squeeze. Try and make a little dent into your circle if you can. So from there, we're going to go into our reaches. So this time we're going to be holding the circle, and I want us to imagine our springs connecting our ribs to our hips on each side. And we're just going to reach the circle overhead without letting those springs pull further apart. So just controlling that movement as we reach up. And then again we could add in that same little squeeze, so we could squeeze as we reach up and then release as we lower back down. So squeeze as we reach and then release to lower back down. So nice way just to warm up through the upper body. And then we're also going to use it for our scapular isolations. So in this case we're thinking about just reaching that circle further forwards and then drawing the shoulder blades back to bring it back. So again, the elbows are staying relatively long and the movement comes from the shoulder blades. So as we reach forwards, the shoulder blades glide around the rib cage and then we bring them back in. So think almost just about making space between your shoulder blades as we reach and then drawing them together as we come back in. So nice way, there's heaps more ways that you can obviously use them for the upper body. But we're going to have a little look now at how we can work those inner thigh muscles a little bit more. So this time you're going to come down onto your mat and we're going to place the circle between your thighs. So again, just find the fleshy bits just above your knees so that it's comfortable. And we're going to start off here again, just focusing on checking that we're in our neutral position, nice and long through the neck, and just warming up through those inner thigh muscles, little squeeze. So a little squeeze just to get some activation. Then we're going to hold the squeeze and we're going to take that into our little hundreds arm pulses. So we should really be feeling how those inner thighs are having to work. So think again about connecting all the way from the pubic bone, as though we've got a pubic bone zip that's running all the way down to our knees as we pulse. So not letting that circle go all the while. Good work. Okay, so we're going to relax that back off and we're going to come there into our double tabletop this time. So one leg up at a time, popping the circle back in. So again here we're going to just start off with some squeezes. So you'll really feel now how your lower abdominals are working, and if we add in that little adductor squeeze, you're going to get really nice force closure through the front of the pelvis as we squeeze. So make sure the knees are over the hips as we squeeze together. So you might be starting to get those little inner thigh shakes starting. I feel them happening with me already. So keep working through that. Okay, we're going to stay in the same position now and take this into a double leg stretch. So we're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling, and as we reach the arms away, little squeeze of the circle and release as we circle the arms back. So arms overhead, little squeeze, bringing the arms around as we release. So again, just really getting those inner thighs to work, and it'll help also to control our rib position. Last one here. And then taking that circle out and one leg coming down at a time. So we're going to finish off with a little side lying exercise now. Again, making use of the circle in order to work our inner and outer thighs. So what I want us to do here is to place your legs inside the circle to start. We're then going to come into our nice straight line, and we're going to start off here just thinking about reaching that top leg up towards the ceiling. So just check your circles in a good position to start, and that your hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, and then we're going to lift that top leg, and obviously you're not really going to deform that circle very much because it's a really strong resistance. But we're pushing up, working through this outside hip as we lift into the circle. So little lifts and release. So squeeze and release. Good. And then we're going to do the same, but this time we're going to bring that top leg onto the outside of the circle. And here we're going to push down. So those poor little inner thighs that have been working hard already are going to get it again. So a little push and release. Push and release. So we should be feeling that inner thigh working. Keep the knee nice and long as we push down. And then our final one, we've got to balance the circle under that top leg, and we're going to bring the bottom leg up in order to join it. So remember not to put too much pressure through that supporting hand as we lift, and we should be working harder again through that underneath leg. Good work. We've got 2 more here. And lowering back down. And of course you'd repeat that same series on your opposite side as well. So hopefully that just gives you some ideas of how we can use the magic circle, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Good luck.